though. We tapped in, got 7 likes already. We ain't tripping on no likes. We ain't tripping on no nothing. We ain't tripping on how many people in here. We gonna still rock regardless, man. Don't matter the big ant. Y'all know how I do. Make sure y'all subscribe. Urban Politicians TV. Follow me on Instagram too, Urban Politicians _ Big Ant. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tap in on the gram, tap in over there too. So yeah, man, what y'all think, bro? Is DJ Vlad Romeo McDonald was good, G? Shout out to Sugarland. What's good, Bishop Hoover? We just popping. We go politic a little bit, man. They blaming Vlad. We need to see what's up. They saying Vlad a snitch right now, man. They saying Vlad working with the feds. Take over TV, ENT, what's good? You want to call in, man? Take over ENT. You want to call in? My boy Playmaker AC, man. He already know what's up. South Central, Los Scandalous. My nigga. I know what this scandalous is, man. Playmaker AC, my nigga in here. Ocean Drive Slim in here. Okay, next time, try to take over TV. Dank Sinatra. I can say Vlad give you the platform, but you gotta know when to hush it. Look at what Pee Wee Longway did. We gonna get deeper into it, man. Ain't even no sense of waiting, bro. I just want to see what everybody think, bro. Do y'all feel like a Vlad TV interview can get you locked up? Do you feel like a Vlad TV interview is the reason the police or the feds will look into you? They gonna look at you because they watch a Vlad TV interview and then they say, oh, because of what he said in a Vlad interview, that's why we're gonna pursue him. Oh man. You know, bro, I have to really I'm here to educate, bro, but I don't want to seem like I'm saying people are not smart enough or using common sense. And you know, I just think that people look at his style of questioning. Oh, he the feds. He the feds. Vlad TV ain't who you got to worry about. Vlad TV is the least of your motherfucking worries. Trust me. If all the feds have on you is what you said in the Vlad TV interview, you loving it. Mile High Minute Club, my guys, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to them. If you think that the police looked at Casanova interview and heard him say, I cut up dudes in prison, I was the biggest gangster in Brooklyn. Oh, we need to investigate that nigga. You gotta do research, bro. You gotta do research. Casanova was already locked up for 8 years in prison. From 20 to 28, Casanova was locked up in prison. From the time he was 20 years old to the time he was 28 years old. He was in prison. He had to serve almost his full sentence for catching other crimes in there, which is stabbing, which is other shit. On top of that, he's already a documented gang member. Vlad doesn't have to ask you crazy questions. He does that because that's his style of interviewing, which I don't agree with. I want to make that very clear. I don't agree with a lot of things that Vlad says. I don't agree with a lot of things that Vlad does. But Vlad is not the feds. Vlad is not police. If y'all think that a motherfucking Vlad TV interview, oh, we just sitting up here, man, and we watching Vlad. Vlad, oh, you interviewing this nigga? Okay, let's start investigating this nigga because of what he said on Vlad. Fuck no. Fuck no. And it makes me wonder, a lot of niggas tell me they know shit about the streets. They know how the streets work and everything and how police work and the feds work. I just wonder sometimes, do they? Because if you're a gangbanger and you've been claiming the gang when you go to prison, you're on gang file. So did they need Vlad TV from when he was when Casanova was 20 years old to know that he's part of Stone Nation? Answer me, everybody who says Vlad is the police, did they just learn? Y'all think they just learned Casanova was a blood in his Vlad TV interview? Okay then, so what did Casanova go on there and say that exactly? Say, I posted that today. Vlad is a culture vulture, like a self-admitted culture vulture. Vlad is a person who does not give a fuck about what nobody's saying. Vlad doesn't give a fuck what nobody is saying right now. Y'all turning Vlad up. Vlad just got new subscribers. Vlad is turned up. That nigga is laughing right now. Vlad is turned up. That nigga name been trending. He loving it. Vlad is exactly. Vlad has already shown niggas, I don't want to be friends with you niggas. He posted see the God defending him. I didn't see that. See, the guy can defend him in that manner and say he's not a fed. I seen Sir Charlemagne. I didn't click their video on Breakfast Club to see what they said. I'm going to have to click it after this. They spoke on it on Breakfast Club. But Vlad is the least of niggas' worries. Trust me. He is. Let me go to Vlad app and see what he said on this situation about Charlemagne or something. Or his Instagram. What did he post Charlemagne defending him at? Vlad has already capitalized. Guess what he posted? He posted the Pee Wee Longway interview today. Oh, he got it on his page. Okay. Charlemagne discussed it. One thing about Vlad, I will never be able to, and this ain't just Vlad, I don't want to single Vlad out. I don't want to single Vlad out. I don't want to put all the blame on Vlad. This is not what we're doing here because it's people that's far worse in this culture that's getting a lot of money that's 10 times worse than Vlad. It's just Vlad is so focused on his, and this is the thing with me, with people like Vlad or anybody else, because Vlad is not the only nigga doing incriminating interviews. Vlad is not the only one that sits down and does police type questions. Somebody might see some of my interviews and say, hey, that was kind of questionable what you asked right there or what was said. It's always going to be that fine line. It's the consistency at which Vlad does it at. It's the lack of respect for, whereas if somebody did some of these things to you, with me, where I'll give you an example. Vlad interviewed some guy that grew up with Jay-Z, and the guy was telling all of the alleged drug history that him and Jay-Z had together and exposing all this information that, you know, Jay-Z did this, Jay-Z did that, or Jay-Z was selling this much, this much. Yeah. He know how to, Vlad went to college for this internet shit. He know that shit trending right now. He gonna push his stuff back in the algorithm. So when Vlad does those type of things, I don't agree with that. It's like I can't get a Jay-Z interview, so I'll go interview somebody who knew Jay-Z or grew up around Jay-Z, and I'll get on my platform and let that man bash him. In black culture, we know that's a piece of shit. We know that's a whole ass move. Vlad knows it's not good either. Mark Mankey was good. Vlad know that ain't real. Vlad would be upset if a nigga interviewed somebody that was associated with him and exposed his past and exposed things he did in his early life, his personal business. That I don't give a fuck if I said shit on a rap song or not. You got somebody that's basically telling parts of my life, and I'm not here to defend myself. That's not cool. Interviewing Nas's baby mama. That's not cool. Things like that. Those are the type of things I don't agree with what Vlad does. And of course, I'm never going to agree with some of these questions that he asks and things like that. And I don't agree when he tries to relate to some artists and things like that. Vlad, you don't relate. You don't relate to the culture. You don't relate to the artists. Those are my only knocks on Vlad. That's really it. Other than that, he a motherfucking interviewer. Vlad is the best interviewer in the game. Vlad is the best. Vlad is the best all-around interviewer ever. All he see is money. Facts. Vlad is the best. Nobody has as many interviews as Vlad. Nobody has the wide range of content that Vlad has when it comes to interview. Every single lane, from rap to boxing to comedy to actresses to business owners to investors to all type of shit. Deliberate indifference, yeah. Nobody's fucking with Vlad when it comes to interviewing. Vlad is the best all-around interviewer ever. Want to make it very clear, I don't agree with everything the nigga do. But Big Ant don't take credit away from nobody. Y'all know Vlad got like 17, 18,000. Well, Vlad doesn't even really do research. Vlad has a laptop typing in while you there. He not even doing research. Vlad is typing in his laptop while you sitting across from him. Googling shit, asking shit. I'm pretty sure some of the people he looked into before, he has a laptop right there. Whenever you hear him say, well, let's look it up. That's why the camera cuts so he can go type. See, I be studying these. I study successful niggas, man. He asks police type questions, facts. Every artist, if you're no longer a criminal and you're out of the game and you need promotion, you should go to Vlad. That's facts, OG Breezy. Charmaine Drayden, that's your personal preference. I don't do that. It's a lot of people, it's niggas that I don't get along with, but I'll give them niggas their credit. Who's better? All around interviewer. Who's better? Tell me who. Give me the name. The information that Vlad gets. Sway don't put out enough content to even, I said all around interviewer. Let's keep the narrative. Let's keep the narrative. No, Vlad is a culture vulture. He's admitted that himself. If you were white and you didn't grow up in hip hop, you didn't grow up with this, you make money off of this culture, and you don't follow the codes, the situations, and you don't put money back into this culture as far as breaking artists. Vlad is only going to interview who he can get money off of. You don't live by this. You're a 47-year-old white man. You're a fan. OG Breezy, what are y'all talking about? We talking about interviewers, dog. We talking about a person that sits down and does interviews. We talking about the consistency. We talking about the questions. We talking about the platform. We're talking about the style. We're talking about the actual people they have interviewed. Nobody is fucking with Vlad. Nobody. Letitia Gibson. So you're telling me, Letitia, that you think the feds watched Casanova's interview with Vlad and said, we need to look into that guy? He's on gang files since a kid. The nigga was in juvenile. He was in the gang already. Hip hop police in New York pay attention to every game. Guess what? You might feel that he's better, but does he have the consistency that Vlad does? Does he have an interviewing platform that Vlad does? We talking all around interviewer. Can't nobody come close to interview as many people as Vlad. You can have your opinions on the man. That's cool, y'all. Y'all can have y'all opinions. But Big Ant is never going to be a hater. I don't know why you trying to think of it, Mile High Minute. It ain't there. It ain't there. It's no answer. Mile High Minute, where you at, dog? No, I'm saying, like, can I hit you on the DM? I was going to call you on the DM so you could talk on this hoe. Bet, I'm finna hit you on the DM. Which one you want me to hit? The Mile High one or the other one? Yeah, I am in a minute. I'm finna hit my boy from Denver real quick, and we gonna get some more people to call in and pop some shit. Teddy Price was good. Okay. What's good? Everybody that's tapped in. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate everybody that be supporting the nigga whole little thing going on. Whole platform, interviews, whatever you watch on here, lives. We got different shit on here. So everybody watch different shit. Appreciate everybody tapping in though. What's up, man? You got to cut that volume down because the echo on this bitch.
All right, cool. I just muted it.
Yeah. Nah, man. I'm trying to just get clear to the people of how this system really works. I'm really shocked that people really think that Vlad is the feds when everybody that you are speaking on is known criminals, been to prison before. Do we think that? Do you think that niggas is gonna be able to move millions of dollars worth of drugs and all this time for this many years and already be gang members, especially in New York? Now we don't know exactly what Casanova is accused of, exactly all the details, but peep the situations in New York in the last 6 years. Bobby Smurder and GS9.
Yeah.
Bobby Smurder and GS9 took down whole gang.
Yeah.
Then what comes after GS9? Not to mention, there's plenty of other gangs. Did somebody say something about the picture? I don't give a fuck. But GS9, they got took down. There's plenty of other gangs that's just in the streets that probably got took down. But after GS9, the most popular one was 9 Trey, the Bloods with Takashi. Then after that, I don't know if y'all know who Star Brim is. That's Cardi B's homegirl. She's a Blood. Her crew got took down on some Fed charges. RICO. Treyway got a RICO. Star Brim got a RICO. And according to the No Jumper interview that DJ Punch did, he's from Canarsie, the same hood as Pop Smoke. A lot of niggas that's under that kind of umbrella got indicted on some RICO shit.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Now, you got Casanova. These are all New York gangs.
Right.
So that's the point that I'm making, where do we think that they need Vlad TV to motherfucking help them arrest these people?
Nah, because, I mean, they already, like you've been saying during this whole live, they already have a bunch of info. You know what I'm saying? They've already been doing their research. They didn't wait to go on Vlad TV to watch this. And a lot of it's already old stuff anyways that they're talking about. What I will say, though, is I think Vlad is kind of wild for some of this shit he has. But at the same time, that's what makes him unique. It makes people watch and tune into him. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I personally wouldn't ask a lot of the shit he'd be asking. But you can't really say he's the feds. Like, I just don't see it. And I feel like a lot of it, there's a middle ground to it. I feel like as much as Vlad may be asking crazy questions, at the same time, you know, the artist got to be smart enough to know, okay, I'm going to just stay away from answering this, or I'm going to stay away from just tell him next question or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Yeah. Facts.
Because, I mean, like you said, it just doesn't make sense for them to be like, oh, let's go on YouTube and watch Vlad and start.
Does it add to the case? Now, what they can do, what they will do is use a Vlad TV interview if you decide to go to trial, which I'm pretty sure these cases are not going to go to trial. But what they will do is use it as a character, a judge of your character. When they go in court and they hold up pictures of you, they hold up you throwing up signs and holding up red rags or blue rags or any of that, that's so they can show, oh, this is what he's capable of. They're going to point you as a monster. Now, they can use a Vlad TV interview for that, but they didn't need a Vlad TV interview for the case.
Right. No, most definitely. And I think it comes down to you having to be smart enough to not put yourself in that position where, you know, you're getting yourself in trouble at the end of the day. And I think that's what it really comes down to. You know, Vlad What I did want to answer your question though is if he's the GOAT. That one's tough. Cause
if not, then who? We talking about all around. We talking about all around.
And my personal favorites are probably like Sean and Zach, you know, but Vlad really is like, he's one of a kind. Like, no one really be asking the questions like him, got the whole setup.
Well, I'm speaking on platform, the guests, the reach, the consistency. I put it all in there. When it comes to interviewer, the diversity. A lot of people can't sit here and interview people that he's interviewed and have a conversation with them.
No, that's facts. That is facts.
I mean, he's interviewing Italian mob bosses and all, having conversations with these people. Niggas can't interview niggas wouldn't know how to interview an Italian mob boss.
Fuck no.
I would, but a lot of niggas that do interviews can't do that shit.
I know I couldn't do that shit.
And this is not no disrespect to nobody. A lot of people get interviews and the person in the interview is kind of selling the interview.
Right, okay.
Like the person that's being interviewed and what they're there to talk about. Vlad is going to get into people's whole backstory.
Yeah, he's doing. I mean, I seen you say that he pulls up the laptop. I
Measy baby.
That, I'm sure he's doing his research. He's doing all that to figure out all the shit.
Like, you got to think, dog. It's different, man. He didn't even interview her. He got somebody. I think Lord Nunell to do it. Shaka Khan. Bro,
he just interviewed Mike Tyson, which really isn't that crazy. But
Zab Judah did that for him.
Yeah.
I don't really know why Vlad does those where he gets other people to interview sometime. I don't really know what that's about, but he does that too. But
hey, would you do an interview with him if he asked you to do an interview?
Shit, nigga, I'm on the next flight.
Facts, lucky.
Why would I turn down that exposure? Why would I if I'm building a platform, I want to be on the platform that's going to put me in the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, that's facts. I would take it. I'd be nervous, so I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't even nervous.
A lot of people would, like, don't be asking those hardball questions, so I'd be nervous, like, damn, what's he gonna come with for me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, what can he ask me that I'm a grown man? I know how to tell this nigga, nah, I don't want to talk about that.
Right. No, exactly. And then being an interviewer, you're smart enough to know, like, all right, I could just say next question or whatever, if he were to ask something that you didn't like or whatever. But for the most part, it'd probably just be, good questions about the story and shit. Like,
somebody said something about Mo3. Is that true?
What'd he say?
I don't know. I don't even want to. That's the homie, but I got to make sure that shit real before I even echo that. I'll look that up later. That's the homie, though, who said it.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I don't know about that. He said, Vlad need to interview Trump. That would be a crazy interview, though. I ain't even gonna lie. That would be crazy.
They saying he got arrested. But now y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Mile High Minute Club out in Denver, Colorado. They say it's on the news in Dallas. This is what they saying.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the homie, Mile High Minute. What's the scene like there in Denver, dog?
Man, we going crazy right now. I just dropped the top videographers list yesterday.
I think I saw that.
This fool Savvy just dropped the box state, baby. So we're really starting to listen to what y'all be doing out of state, you know what I'm saying, and trying to build names for ourselves out here and, like, talk about the different neighborhoods and cities and stuff to, make people want to come here and shit. So it's bubbling, bro. It's growing. People are starting to hit millions of views and shit like that, which we ain't really seen too much before. So it's bubbling, it's growing. And it's only a matter of time before the whole, there's a little wave going on. So
yeah, y'all really just be doing a lot of interviews though, huh?
Yeah, interviews and like blogging, promo shit on Instagram.
Well, I'm subscribed to y'all YouTube channel. I say y'all be just doing a hell of a lot of interviews though.
for sure. Yeah, even not like a bunch of Colorado artists, but also out of state shit.
Yeah.
Texas, Atlanta. But yeah, shout out urban politicians, man. I appreciate you for doing this little call.
Yeah, nah. I be fucking with this shit on the channel, man. I tap in with the people, man. So like, you know, that's really my thing. Like, people tapping in with me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, no, I ain't even gonna lie. You kind of inspired me to want to start going live, so I'm probably gonna start going live here soon too.
Yeah, nah, they fuck with me on here, so it's all love. So make sure y'all tap into Mile High Minute for shit show.
Hell yeah, appreciate you, man. You have a good night now.
You too, man. Let's see what y'all talking about this Mo 3 shit, man. That shit should be all over the blogs if it's true. Yep. It's true. Dang. They sent him to the feds. They finna have this shit everywhere. Woo, man. But how do they know? It's about to be 1,000 YouTube videos drop about this shit. It's gonna be 1,000 YouTube videos drop about this Mo 3 shit tomorrow. Really tonight. Niggas finna start drop them motherfuckers tonight. They say it's already is. That quick, man. $21 years old, man. $21 years old. So we still gotta wait and see, bro. I don't know if that's him for sure. I'm not in Dallas. I'm not part of the street politics, anything like that. I can report on that story, but it's not really a whole lot for me to say except that they have, arrested somebody. But these type of things, man, they go on, they happen. I'm gonna put a story out tonight, then probably come back tomorrow and speak on it. Crazy situation, man. Crazy situation. It's turned up right now, dog. I'm gonna send condolences to the family of Mo 3, and everything else is really up to the universe and how everything plays out, man. So, man, back to the girl didn't get arrested. Oh, she won't be apologized to if there was a girl. I never even did a story on that. I never did a story on that girl. That shit was not put in the. I didn't like that because there was no confirmation and everybody ran with it. Everybody came up with that. I haven't seen that shit make it to TMZ. And like I say, bro, when it's street shit and it's street information and it's rumors, Big Ant is not going to cover those rumors off the streets. Or when it's street shit involved, when it's a dead body and things like that. No, when somebody lost their life, I don't cover those. Balance, what's good, G? Yeah, I seen that they said that, but people say a lot of things, man. I got to see the confirmation. Harry Strain. Yeah. Brian, Texas for life, my guy. Yeah. What up, Romo? Don't come in with the trolling shit, man. Don't come in with the trolling shit. So we'll get on there's not much to say with the Mo3 situation. They arrested the 21-year-old Keywan Dontrell White. Keywan Dontrell White. There's not really a whole lot to speak on with that situation. So, that's that. What I do want to say, yep. Romo, man, chill on that bullshit tonight, my nigga. I might have to go on. I don't want to do it to you, dog. You know what I'm talking about. So with Vlad, man, let's get on the Vlad thing. We're gonna do a video. We'll do a video. I'm gonna do a video on Mo3, most definitely situation. So we'll do that. But let's stick on the Vlad shit right now. So do everybody understand what I'm saying with Vlad? Do everybody understand what I'm saying with Vlad on that shit, bro? That he is not the feds. He is not a snitch. I don't agree with the questions that he asks. I don't know why it's trending on Twitter for 2 days. I really see a lot of other bloggers posting this shit like Vlad is a snitch, like they don't do the same type of shit. I don't even look at Vlad like a blogger, really. But he is, if you want to call him one. I want everybody to really, and that's just me. And I want niggas to understand when I be saying I'm not a blogger, that's not me shitting on people that are bloggers. I don't have problems with bloggers. I just feel like I do way more than blogging, and I don't want to be boxed in. A personality is a motherfucker that can do everything. I can do everything. I'm talented, man. And when I say talented, when I say I'm talented, I feel like I could jump in any lane with this shit. I could go to the streets and do some shit, been to the streets and did shit, went to other cities in the streets and did shit. I'm not going hard for Vlad. I'm speaking facts, my nigga. Because guess what? Once I'm big enough, once I get big enough, and I ask the same type of questions I've been asking, everybody's gonna say I'm the police. Everybody's gonna say I'm the feds. I've always went at Vlad for fucked up shit that he's done. You can look at my channel. I've called Vlad out. I've called Vlad out probably 15, 20 times. Vlad's team is subscribed to Urban Politicians TV. When Vlad does fuck shit, he get called out. I just didn't do it. I was gonna call out Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill for that weak ass shit they did tonight. Whenever they dropped that interview with Logan Paul, that was some pussy ass shit they did. That was some lame ass clout chasing. I don't know if their bosses told them to do that shit, But Jamel Hill, you better than that. Why even shed light and paint that as racism and try to even, and you know, we talking about it right now. Why would you ask that nigga that shit? And I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. For that moment, Jamel Hill and Kerry Champion, y'all were being bitches. Tell them I said that. Y'all ain't bitches, but in that moment, y'all was being bitches. Yeah. Well, yeah, I did think that she was no, she was a bitch at that moment. That's what you say. Think about this. The word bitch is a reaction to some hoe ass shit. So, nigga ain't gonna call you no bitch for no reason. You ask me some very disrespectful shit and put me in a conversation of racism. And that nigga Harry Potter was like, bitch? Really? Bitch? Bitch? Really, bitch? They not bitches, but in that moment, that's how you get called bitch. That's how you get called a fake ass motherfucker. In that moment, that's how you get cussed out. Yeah, Jake Paul. My nigga Playmaker AC say they tools of white supremacy, yeah. Yeah, that was but it's so crazy because she done went on here and talked about how this race game is played and all this and that. Why would you call that that? And I'm not calling them a bitches. I'm saying in that moment, they were bitches. When they got over it and went to somewhere else, they were no longer bitches. But if you being a bitch in that moment, you being a bitch. They were most definitely being bitches in that moment. It is what it is, man. We gonna pop our shit. That's one thing about us. We can't sugarcoat shit. We keep it raw. We keep it real. That shit was fucked up. It was fucked up. See, one thing about people, bro, if I fuck up, I'll apologize, my nigga, and say I was wrong. 420 TV, my guy. Y'all subscribe to 420 TV. If y'all see me fuck up and I know that my intentions work good, the real reason why I don't be feeling like I'm fucking up, even if I make a mistake, like I'll make a mistake on spelling something or a piece of information wrong, but my intentions are never bad. That's one thing that differs for me with a lot of people. Me too. That's all I listen to. I don't have bad intentions. Nah, Nate didn't say nothing about that. And let's be clear here. People are saying, oh, you got to respect Nate because he got out there. Oh, he got out there and fought. Da-da-da-da-da. You got to respect him. Da-da-da. You got laughed at because you had no business in the fucking ring. You made a bad decision. You went and fought a dude that has been taking boxing training for a while, had way more, you didn't have a chance to win. B-Lo, I didn't even see you in here, nigga. All right, nigga, hit me tomorrow, nigga. That nigga put himself in that predicament. He chose to go get that bag. Shit, nigga, ain't nobody, it was not like it wasn't like boxing is your career, nigga. You a basketball player. One, Brian, Texas Life, for shit show. Shout out Coney Island, Brooklyn, for sure. Appreciate it. What you, Jack and TV podcast. Yep. Floyd got to redeem him. Bro, that shit is going to be ridiculous, bro, seeing Floyd beat the shit out this boy, man. Six three on like and support for shit show. My homie say like RP DJ Screw. You think Mayweather gonna take a dive? Fuck no. Shout out Killeen, Texas. That wasn't rigged. That Nate Robinson getting knocked out, that shit wasn't rigged. It is silly. In the context of boxing, Logan Paul versus Mayweather is very silly. Detroit, Seneca Larry. What up, Jack and TV Talkcast? Yeah. Floyd finna beat the fuck out this dude, man. This dude don't have the technique, man. Floyd been boxing his entire fucking life. Floyd been boxing since he was 5 years old. Oh, this dude really think this dude is gonna win, bro? Come on, man. You think Logan Paul a 1 or 2 year boxers? Some people are gonna see that as disrespectful to boxing. But everything is a money game now. A lot of people saw it as disrespectful when Conor McGregor got in there with Floyd. And he sold that fight. Y'all think Conor McGregor really had a shot against Floyd Mayweather? Y'all don't think he sold that fight? This is a sparring match for Floyd, man. That could be possible, Kevin Smith. Not boxing, no, bro. It's two different types of footwork with boxing. Two different types of footwork with boxing and MMA. Two different types of boxing. That was not rigged. He didn't stand a chance. You don't have the footwork to get in the ring with a person who's been boxing for 35 fucking years. This man has been boxing for 35 years, man. He does this every day. Billy Wilson, what's good? He would have done even worse. Because not only do you got to defend the hands, if you got knocked out in the boxing ring, how you going to win in the octagon? Come on, man. Octagon, you got to defend your hand. You got to defend feet too. And grapples. You got to understand, one of the biggest things in combat sports is footwork. Take it from a nigga who is taking a combat sport. Exactly. Playmaker AC, he had the mouth to motherfucking promote the shit. That was it. I've done combat sports for 5 years as a young nigga. The first thing they get together is your footwork and your balance. And that's your motherfucking shit. Your footwork and your balance, that determine your quickness. Then you got to be able to defend. You got to be able to expect, predict, eye-hand coordination, all this shit. This ain't no just, oh, I get out here and slug it out with the nigga in front of me. No. No, that's not what boxing is. We just giving y'all the facts, man. Mental, physical, boxing is crazy. Boxing is crazy. So y'all know Earl Spitz Jr. turned down his Vlad interview. To each his own. Nothing wrong with that at all. If that's how he felt, that's how he felt. This shit is crazy. So what else is the play, y'all? What else going on with y'all, man? What else y'all got popping, bro? What's going on in life? Anybody want to call in? Young Buck, yeah, Buck on Vlad right now. I saw that. Yeah, I seen them 0-3 situation. It's all over the place. I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna read y'all the report for everybody that don't know. It says the Dallas Police Department announced that it arrested 21-year-old Keywan Dontrell White on Wednesday for the 28-year-old rapper's death, whose real name is Melvin Noble. They don't really got a lot of details up. Mugshot has not been released. His bond has not been set. Damn, that's crazy. Who want to call in, man? What? The cops are not giving Vlad questions, man. Oh, Herbo. Okay, Ari got subpoenaed to go to court. Once again, the internet jumped the gun because they said that she's a witness. She's a snitch. That's what the internet said. Ari was with him at the time, so understand that. She just got subpoenaed to go to court. They gonna send her in there. She does not. She say she don't know shit, so she can't tell shit. That's what she said. Gotta take her word for it. She say, I can't tell shit. I don't know shit. I think Jamel Hill was out of line. Jamel Hill was very out of line. A lot of people don't know that Young Buck's been on Vlad before. All right, for the hit playmaker AC. Young Buck did been on Vlad before, dog. This is not Young Buck first time on Vlad. Did y'all know that? This is not Buck's first time on Vlad TV. Nigga, my DM's full right now because of that Mo 3 shit. I'm gonna call my guy.
Hello?
Yo, what's good, G?
What's good, Big Ant?
Shit, chilling, man. The crib, you know what's going on. Chilling. Nah, the game crazy, man. The game is crazy. It's crazy out here right now.
I really don't understand like all the hype over the Vlad shit, saying he the feds and all that, when it's like people put themselves in these predicaments in these situations.
Facts.
Like y'all say that, like it's a known fact. Like Vlad don't pay nobody for no interviews, so it's like y'all really sitting up here for free, like telling on y'all. So, or if y'all really felt like he was the feds and all that, like why do all these rappers keep going to sit down with him?
You know, the rappers never say that he's the feds. It's the fans. It's the people on the outside. I've never heard a rapper say Vlad is a fed.
I've heard like rappers give like little feedback saying that like the questions he asks is bullshit and all of that, but it's like,
yeah,
he still got a rapper in that chair. Vlad look content on this shit every day.
7, 8 videos, at least 5.
Come on, man. So niggas is giving him.
Facts. You said Sue Surf did, but you see Sue Surf went over there and sat down with him.
That's what I'm saying. Sue Surf did that. He tried to call him out, but it was like you was sitting in that man chair there, like everybody else, trying to call him out. He was just smart enough to know, like, I'm not gonna answer certain questions or go down that road. Like, and there's people on there that done did that before.
Facts.
So it's like it really ain't no excuse. Like,
and let's be clear here. There's a lot of questions that get asked, and they tell Vlad no, and he edits them out. They tell Vlad they don't want to talk about it. He omits that part of the interview. These interviews are not just only what we see. Say what?
I said if Vlad was interviewing you and you said you didn't want to talk about something, he would have to delete that out. So
yeah.
He wouldn't want that on the video, like you ain't cooperating or you ain't answering the questions that I'm asking you.
Yeah. And it depends on how smooth it flows also. Like in the Pee Wee Longway situation, it went smooth where he could just kind of like edit it in and make it a whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's other interviews where niggas have told him no, or they tell him before. They tell him before, hey, I don't want to talk about this, I don't want to talk about this, I don't want to talk about that.
But it's like you said though, like the nigga's so good at interviewing. It's like even if you tell him you don't want to talk about something, the nigga's so good, he gonna get you to say something and make it sound like something that people want to watch, even if he got to title it a certain way or whatever.
Facts.
Like he's smart with that shit. Like today, he posted a video today. He posted it as a throwback video. He like posts throwback videos and shit, but he retitled the video today like, yeah, this is when Lil Baby thought I was the feds.
Oh yeah, he does that. He's done that before.
You knew everybody was gonna click on that and see what that was about.
Shit, when King Von, the nigga so, and this is another thing I don't agree with, when people die, he uses their content or you finds any way to relate his video to somebody dying. That means you're trying to capitalize off the news of the death, bro. And
he's not even shying away from that. You feel me?
Yeah, he admits it.
You consistently do that, and you know, like
if something happened right now in the rap game with anybody that he done interviewed before, tomorrow that video is gonna be on there.
Facts.
Because that's what's trending. That's what's being talked about right now. So he know you gonna click on that.
Facts. 100%, nigga. He went.
He just playing the game, bro.
When King Von died, that nigga went back and titled that hoe, Willie D speaks on situations similar to King Von's death.
Yeah, see?
That's bad. I don't agree with that. That's Vlad do his platform how he do it. I don't agree with that though. That's just me.
I just feel like if that shit was really that serious, and I feel like niggas shouldn't even give him the opportunity, but it's like you be saying all the time, it's like he's like stamped in the game, you feel me? Like him and Act, like how you be saying with Act, like you can't get rid of them type of people.
You can't. Just like you can't get rid of these record labels.
Yeah.
They record labels in media. They are the record labels of media. They just not signing people and shit. But their impact, they're just as important to media as Atlantic is to rappers. Interscope, these other big major Def Jam, those platforms are that for media. These niggas got over 2 million YouTube subscribers. DJ Academics drop a video, it's gonna do 100,000 views in the first day, mandated.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing I think people got confused too, like how they say his interviews, like get people indicted and all that. Like, if you kind of like know anything about the law or been like related to or around any situation where like somebody had a case, like especially a federal case, like you would know like that interview ain't really shit. That's just like icing on the cake type shit.
Yeah, that's just if we want to use it, we can, but we don't need it.
Like, yeah, it's extra.
Yeah,
it's extra shit.
Hold on, real quick, y'all. Keep talking, though, AC.
It's like if you in a case, and however that case is going in court, that lawyer or whoever is representing that case or trying to like fight their side or whatever, they might feel like, all right, like now I need to bring this up because it can prove this point or it can make this look like this. So like they ain't necessarily got to even go into that case or like in the court saying like, yeah, we know we're going to use this Vlad interview, but let something happen or something be said in that courtroom during that trial or that case, and that prosecutor feel like he need to paint a picture to like explain something or like paint a narrative to like have the jury believe in what he want to believe, then he could say in that courtroom, all right, now I want to add this into evidence. I want to publish this into the court records, and I want this to be published as evidence now. Now I want to use this. So it's like they don't even have to go in there having that with them. They could just bring that in later on if they feel like it'll help.
Yeah. But in his case, they're going to bring in Instagram.
Like, I don't believe it. Yeah, but it's like shit like that too. It's like
they're going to bring in Instagram. They're going to bring in these photos of the red bandana. They're going to bring in from what academics said, from what he said he had read in some report, and I don't want to put a stamp on that because I don't know, I don't remember exactly how academics said it, but he did say that they have his Instagram DMs.
Yeah, they say he was DMing niggas telling them to sell work and all of that.
Exactly. Do we think that they need a Vlad TV interview to convict him if we have your Instagram account and you're on there telling people to sell the work?
Man.
They have access to your taxes. They have access to your taxes.
If you have a phone, they have access to you.
Facts.
Period.
Facts. If you on the phone, you're not changing them lines. If you on a computer, All right, 420 TV. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to 420 TV, man. My guy, he out there in Dallas right now. Rollo, all the flexing that Rollo did, it just came back. And he's in there and it's fucked up because Rollo should be free right now. They really don't have what they thought they had on him. You said what?
Yeah, Rollo should be free, especially with like all of this stuff with them legalizing weed and all that shit now.
Shit, Rollo really been gone since. Rollo finna touch 3 years, man.
Yeah, Rollo been sitting down for a minute.
Yeah, I think it a Rollo video was my first video that got views on my channel. And it was March or April. I think it was March of 2018. March of 2018.
What you think about the hey Big Ant, what you think about how they was in the reports that they're saying that some of the proceeds from his career was going to his gang?
I don't know how to take that because I don't know because could they is that an understanding or is that just what he did on GP? You feel me? Like
I thought that was very interesting. I thought that was very, very interesting that they reported that.
Yeah, like that's crazy. That's different because that could be looked at in a bunch of different ways. That could be looked at as like, nigga, you was getting extorted. That could be looked at as you was just showing love to the crew. Or it could just be, nigga, you was putting it back in that to make more money off of it. So that, you know what I'm saying? You get me like, okay, say if I make 100, I get 100,000. I made 100,000. Well, shit. Hey, I'm gonna kick back some to the guys because they the crew. So hey, I made 100,000, nigga. Here go y'all 30. Make sure y'all straight. And they can say, hey, nigga, you giving a percentage of what you make to the gang consistently.
Yeah.
Or they can be,
I think that shit gonna shit.
You said what?
I think with them reporting that, I think that's gonna shed light on like a lot of the shit that be going on with the extortion with all the rappers because I know like for sure like out here in California,
Yeah.
if you a certain type of rapper, you gonna pay somebody, bro.
Yeah.
It don't matter where you from, no, you gonna pay your homies, your hood, some other niggas, some whatever, like, but you gonna have to kick something back in. Niggas gonna feel some type of way about you.
I think that's everywhere though. I ain't gonna even lie. Like,
I know it's everywhere, but
I know LA is more political though.
No, like not even just LA, but I feel like any rapper.
Yeah.
I feel like with them reporting that and saying that and like shedding light on that, I feel like that's how they get in the RICO charges on people. Because it's like if you from a gang and you go and you put any type of money, any type of anything into that gang, then you gonna get charged with a RICO, bro. Period. You funding criminal activity. That's what a RICO is. But it's like how you gonna be from a gang and you're a rapper and you're a millionaire and you doing all this and you're not doing nothing for your hood. Your hood gonna get you out of there.
Yeah.
So it's like really, like that shit really make me think about like that rap trap shit like AO be talking about, bro. Like this shit is fucked up.
Very fucked up. You gotta think about how far back this hip hop police shit been going these last. Bro, the hip hop police been going crazy. It's just what we know because of the rappers involved. If Pop Smoke wasn't a successful rapper, then DJ Punch would have never went on No Jumper and said that his crew got indicted. So you see what I'm saying? Tekashi 6ix9ine, we only know about Treyway getting a RICO charge because of Tekashi. But the thing is with Bobby Smurder and them, they didn't get a RICO charge, but they all got locked up at one time. And now Casanova's going through it.
Bobby Smurder and them on California. So like I would say like maybe like 15 years ago probably now.
Mm-hmm.
But like out here in California, like we got like a baby kind of like Rico. Like out here they'll charge you with a gang injunction.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
like if it's two people, y'all in the same gang, y'all together, y'all anything. It's like a smaller version of a Rico, but they just charging you under like a gang enhancement or a gang injunction.
Right.
But it's like necessarily like the same thing though. It's like y'all in a group and some of y'all is doing this, so all of y'all is guilty of this type shit.
So I was gonna ask you this: when they was doing the gang injunction shit, when they was doing that, I remember when that shit hit. I remember that shit. Did they send them to the feds or to the pen?
I believe they sent a lot of niggas to the pen.
Yeah.
But different gangs had like different injunctions. So it was kind of like how they charged Casanova with the little Rico shit, and they charged Trey with the Rico shit, but they had different like charges and shit like that. I believe that a lot of them people did go to the pen, but certain hoods had other shit cracking that was like big shit, and so they like got caught like trafficking and sending work out of town and setting up shop out of town and shit like that. They gotta charge you federally for that.
Facts.
But
or guns.
Like
they charge niggas fairly for the weapons.
Yeah.
The feds picked up Mo3 shit. This guy here, he getting charged by the feds.
But see, they gon' all right now. Look, that shit that happened with Draco out here, I feel like Yellow Beezy and them niggas might like be in jeopardy or some shit like that, because if they charging old boy federally for killing him and that come back any kind of way to like Yellow Beezy and all that beef shit and all of that, then they could say like you had this crime committed or you had this done in furtherance of your rap career. So just how they say like, oh, you did this to further your gang, they could say that with him rapping. Like you had this done because that could benefit you, like, in your situation. Like, that's why they charged Draco 2 times.
Yeah.
It's like, he beat the murder, and then it's like, all right, like, now we gonna charge you again because this could have enhanced your career. Or you was rap beefing with some niggas, and the nigga ended up getting killed, and now we gonna charge you for this. Since you beat the murder, like, now we gonna charge you, like, on some shit where, no, nigga, you benefited from this murder.
And that'll be fucked up, like, we don't know who killed Mo3. We don't know that for sure.
And I'm not saying that to put you up.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying. That's how they did with Draco and them, though. Like, they didn't have hard, downright evidence that he did that shit.
They convicted the nigga who actually committed the murder, bro, and it wasn't him. So it's like, how you gonna
exactly
charge him again? That's double jeopardy on murder, bro.
That's some rap. They did it because he was a rapper. That's what you saying, like, because he's a rapper.
Yeah.
That they did that simply because Draco was a rapper, and they was like, well, we gonna tie you to this shit because of what the streets is saying and what the music is saying. But we already got a nigga who really did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's trash as fuck. Hopefully they don't try to bring that type of shit out here to Texas. But I know, like, in LA, man, like, of course we got gangs out here. Of course shit can get political, facts. But we know the structure of LA is ran off the gang politics. The gang politics in LA is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not like that all the way in Texas. Do gangs have influence? Yes. Are gangs out here? Yes. Are gangs active? Yes. But the lifestyle of every day, oh, I can't drive across this street, that street, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Or you gotta be, you basically affiliated because you from this hood or that hood. Nah. And I know in LA it's like that. We know that. Everybody know that.
It's like that, but it's so. it's so messed up in LA because it's like you be born into this shit. Like if your family from a certain section or whatever and they got a name or niggas know them in the streets or whatever, it's like, nigga, now you born and shit, you in that shit.
Facts.
Your uncle is whoop-de-whoop or your cousin is this nigga or your daddy is this nigga or shit like that, bro. It's like you really ain't got no choice sometimes.
I already know. Yeah, that LA shit different, man. That shit wicked. That shit wicked out there, dog. That shit there so wicked. Niggas be knowing, man. Niggas be paying attention, seeing this shit, but I just see like it's a dark cloud over our people right now, and man, it's so crazy. It's an artist out of Detroit. He just did an interview with the Hip Hop Lab. His name LOM Rudy, and man, I was supposed to do an interview with him when I was in Detroit, and we didn't get to do it. Man, nigga got shot out here, dog.
Damn.
In Houston. They tried to rob him. Huh?
You say he got shot in Houston?
He got shot in Houston. See, I seen he had put on Instagram. He had put it on Instagram that he got shot. I saw that. So I'm just thinking it happened back home. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like right after I left Detroit.
Damn.
It was right after I left Detroit. It was like right after I left Detroit. I seen he got shot. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I sent them, you know, I had DM'd them the prayer emojis and everything. But I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But what's crazy, I didn't know that the shit happened out here until he just dropped the Hip Hop Lab in Detroit interview. And I was like, damn, he got shot out here? That shit crazy. He said they was trying to rob him for his watch. Say he was coming out the day party.
Niggas is going in right now.
You say what?
I said niggas is going in Texas right now.
Man, bro, I know like, bro, some Detroit niggas got killed out here, dog. For real, like, killed. Detroit niggas that got killed out here. I don't know nothing about the situation, but some Detroit niggas got killed out here from what I heard too. And then it's another Detroit nigga that got shot and robbed for his watch out here. But that the rapper, LOM Rudy, they didn't get his watch. He still got his watch. But the other dude that got shot out here, they got his watch. Them niggas out here wicked though. It's always been a bunch of robbers out here, bro.
They everywhere, man. The streets is the streets.
Yeah, they out here. They everywhere, nigga. If you got some shit, you got to know. It's just so wicked right now though, bro. Like, it's wicked. Niggas out here robbing their own partners, man. Niggas, they been doing that shit, but now it's like niggas just don't give a fuck.
And that shit crazy that you said niggas be robbing their own partners, cause it's like niggas be kicking it with you one day, y'all up, y'all doing shit together, and then niggas is just turn on you fast just because they hungry today.
I ain't gonna lie, it be already a plot though, man. I done seen it get done to niggas where niggas really just be softening a nigga up, filling a nigga out. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen to niggas I done been cool with where they thinking that
shit like that too.
they already got it planned. They just waiting for the right moment to get in on you. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, I be like, damn. And man, I always knew growing up, man, that street shit, man, ain't no win in that shit, bro. Like, that shit hard to win. That's a game that's hard to win in, dog. Nigga done seen his pops. I done seen my pops do time. I done seen my uncles do time. I done seen my motherfucking I got an uncle, dog. I still have never met this nigga. Because, like, he was locked up. It's my cousin I grew up with daddy. Like my real cousin, my blood cousin who I grew up with all elementary to middle school to high school with. I have never met that nigga daddy because that nigga Pops was in the feds when we was babies. He went to the feds when we was babies, and that nigga didn't get out till we was grown. And so like it was like that, we just never connected. Huh?
I said that shit crazy you say that because I got a cousin that's like me and him the same age. We like damn near brothers.
Yeah.
And I ain't never met this nigga dad. This nigga dad went to the feds when we was like 2 years old.
Facts. And then when he got out, or did he get out?
His dad came home at like the beginning of this year. But like I still ain't caught up with him just because of COVID and all that. I've been chilling, bro.
That's same here, dog. Like I don't know about y'all, but man, I ain't been clubbing, I ain't been partying. I've been like niggas be inviting me places. When COVID first hit, the only place I was in them studios. I was in the studio every night. I was in the studios and like it's a studio in my hood. 281 Studios, that bitch like a motherfucking block. During the COVID, bro, that hoe was like the stage on Paid in Full every night. All the rappers was there. Like all the rappers was there. It's like, bro, it's like a block party. This shit was a whole block party, nigga. Huh?
I said it's like that out here right now. So you have you heard of 1500 or nothing?
I ain't heard of them.
They produce a lot of shit. If you just look them up, you gonna see them niggas is like all over the music biz right now. But they like some LA niggas that grew up out here. All them niggas play instruments and like fuck with music and all that. But like they like the hottest producers in the city, bro. And they got like they Grammy nominated and all of that.
No shit.
Like they own, but it's like they got this shit called the 1500 Music Academy, and I was noticing like when the COVID shit first hit and all that, they shit was like that. It was like a party in their studio, like damn near every night. All the rappers, everybody from YG, Dom Kennedy, everybody.
That's how it was out here, right up. And I stay that shit right down the street from the crib. So like, I just go up there like at 11 at night, be in that hoe till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Damn.
We in that bitch. I done slept in that fucking studio and I'm on my crib down the street just being in the mix. That hoe like a real live block party, man. You got niggas just outside, niggas recording, niggas doing music together, the whole TSL, Sauce Walker, all them niggas there. Then you got the whole Wolfpack will be there. Then you had niggas coming from in and out of town like Rico Reckless, Chicago niggas. King Von done been there multiple times.
Damn.
King Von, Lil Migo, yeah, man. King Von really come to the streets, dog. That nigga was really out here in like our neighborhood, a melting pot, but a lot of the city, they won't come to this neighborhood just because of the reputation, but this shit ain't it ain't even no slummed out shit like that. It's just one of them neighborhoods that like niggas know, like, man, it got a reputation, you know what I'm saying?
Look around.
Yeah. Because we got nice homes over here. We got nice apartments over here. But we got fucked up ones too. But so it's like niggas be like, man, some niggas don't even come to the north side, period. But we gotta go to the south though. Like we got to. Them niggas ain't gotta come out here though. We don't got like them type of clubs. The Galleria out their way, like everything is out there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So them niggas don't gotta come past 610 North. You say what?
I said they ain't gotta go nowhere. Everything in their section.
Everything on their section, everything in their side.
Yeah.
All the daytime parties. Yes.
I wanted to ask you you about something before I got up out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you heard about the situation with the Chicago little R&B singer? I can't remember her name.
Anne Marie.
Or something?
Yeah, I did a video on her, Anne Marie.
Man, bro, what you think about that, man? Because I feel like they ain't on her head how they was on Tory Lane's head and all of that. Like, so it's cool for a woman to shoot a dude in the head and say it was on an accident, but this nigga, you feel me? Megan Thee Stallion came out and said Tory Lane shot her in the foot, and everybody jumped on her side and got on that nigga head. No facts, no court, no nothing.
Oh, we know it's a double standard.
But yeah, that shit
The
crazy.
world is filled, and then you gotta understand it goes about how much the people like you. How popular you are, how much do the people like you? A lot of people, Tory thought a lot of people liked him, but they liked Meg more.
Yeah.
That's what it showed. And with her situation, I gotta, in this case, like even with her situation, I gotta hear what old dude got to say. And the police could tell how the gun was fired, you know what I'm saying? You know how they do the test.
Yeah, trajectory and all that.
Yeah, that shit is easy to find out. They got the weapon, they have the weapon, and they have the bullet. He's a lot. They can find out that this girl do this or not. Now, they did charge her with aggravated assault, but you are correct though, bro. Because
I heard that he got hit. He got hit one time, but it was like a bullet hole in like the door or the cabinet or something. So it's like if a gun fall off and go off, that shit ain't gonna go off 3 times, bro.
Hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. That bitch going off one time.
Man.
And she has something crazy like that on her record already.
Yeah, see. Are they gonna use that in court?
Of course. If she goes to trial. And that's another thing too, before you go to like Casanova and them, I don't think these niggas is going to trial, bro.
Man, if you really just pay attention, man, nobody really goes to trial against the feds, bro. When they come to get you, they got you already. That's why, like, the whole Vlad shit is fucked up, because it's like, all right, like, I know for a fact, like, if I'm selling dope, nigga, I got 60 to 90 days to be selling dope right here before they come get me. They gonna let me do this shit.
Yeah.
They gonna let me do this shit 2 or 3 months so they can say they got me.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the same shit with all the Casanova and all that, with that Vlad shit. It's like, I hope y'all niggas know that they was watching these niggas for a while before this shit happened.
Facts. And they trace, like I say, they trace Casanova back all the way to, okay, you was in this gang, you've been part of this gang your whole life, you running with these same guys, and this what niggas don't really think about. They might have been investigating one nigga. And then you became part of the investigation because you fucking with the nigga. Oh, okay, now this ties in the rap.
They was investigating
My nigga, like that hip hop cop say, the same one that Vlad interviewed, the hip hop cop. That nigga say, man, if it's 18 of them, somebody's gonna flip.
Nigga, 2 of them gonna flip. That's too many niggas, bruh.
And then, okay, even with 2 niggas, let's say all 18 of these niggas stay down. That would be the best way, and we hope that happens. For their sake, we hope they stay down. But let's say they do. If they can't get none of them niggas to flip, they gonna get somebody else on the outside who ain't got, who they was fucking with to flip.
They go find somebody.
They ain't gotta go to the 8. They might be like, okay, these niggas stomped down real gang members. Gorilla, these niggas real gangsters. They gonna take their shit and, okay, we can't get them niggas to crack. Fuck it. We could go to somebody else. Let's make her weak. Hey, man, we seen you was here when this and this happened. Well, fuck it. Now you got to motherfucking do this shit. And guess what? They'll get them to flip. So I don't know, man. Y'all, hey, like I said, bro, this shit is bigger than Vlad. Y'all cannot be believing that Vlad is a reason why anybody is fucking getting arrested, because he ain't it. And that's all I really just want to put out there tonight, man. Vlad is not the reason anybody going to the feds. Vlad is not the reason that anybody getting investigated. Vlad got nothing to do with none of this shit, nigga. This shit is bigger than Vlad. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than any other interviewer. They have surveillance. They have niggas taking pictures. Y'all heard the song, the feds taking pictures. They got access to your phone calls, taps, when you go into your spots, your warehouses, and most importantly, they got somebody willing to testify, an informant. Wait till that informant come out when there's gonna be somebody that they done flipped. In Tekashi's case, it was a fucking driver. Had nothing to do with the case. Nothing. Huh?
Yeah. But they had the driver on some other shit. So it's like you said, even if they didn't get none of them niggas to talk, they knew we got this driver on this bullshit right here, and he a scary ass nigga. So we gonna press him.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him to let us put cameras in here, microphones, all of this shit, and he gonna do our job for us.
He gonna keep us updated. We gonna give him a cell phone.
Yeah.
Call us anytime you need us, and call us and let us know everything we going on. Chicken King, you on here hating, man. My chain cool, nigga. That hoe look good in person. That's just what it is.
I think another thing that be fucking us up is our perception of shit too. Because it's like, I don't really feel like we, like, as a whole, I don't think like the fans and the people like really like think of shit accordingly. It's like we really be like picking and choosing too. Because it's like, we know the streets, like just how you said, it's hard to get a win out the streets.
Yeah.
Like we know what all of this shit is in reality. But we'll see like a celebrity or somebody that we like, and then we think we supposed to like bend the rules, or the rules supposed to change for that person. And it's like, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Like how we be seeing all these rappers and everything, and you be like, damn, he wasn't supposed to get killed. He was supposed to be like untouchable. Like, nah, like how could you say that?
Yeah.
Like if you really know the situation, it's like, nah, ain't nobody untouchable, bro. Like ain't no one man is bigger than the program. Like this shit can happen to anybody, anytime, anywhere. So it's just like, we be feeling all sad and everything, and feeling like shit is wrong and all that. It's like we gotta realize the realness of the situation too.
I think
like,
the one that really set that tone, man, is seeing Nip get gunned down in his own hood, on his own block, in his own parking lot. Like that right there, and this shit been going on forever. But I think that was just the tone setter, because Nip was to the point now where I felt like it was bigger than music with this dude, especially in that area. And I know gang, I'm not in LA, I'm not on the pavement. I don't know nothing about the LA politics, but it's just like when you see somebody building a fucking programs in the neighborhood, and where kids can come in and get their Silicon Valley knowledge on. Oh, I built this here. I got this going here. I got that going here. And I'm going to interviews and I'm preaching this positivity and I'm teaching niggas and I'm trying to get better. And to see somebody come take his life the way that it happened is like, my nigga, ain't nobody safe.
I think that did fuck up the world, just having to see it and the way it happened and who he was and what he was doing and everything. But like, and I don't mean no disrespect at all. Like, rest in peace to Nick. That was my nigga. But it's like, if you're from out here and you're from LA, it was kind of like we knew that's how Nip was gonna go out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because we know how it go and like what go on and how this shit is out here. Like it's a lot of people that felt like Nip was untouchable. He could do anything. He could go anywhere and all that shit. But it's like I don't think people should think like it's just all love for people.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it ain't nobody.
And it's crazy because we knew it wasn't like that. We know it ain't like that. We know that every nigga in LA that from a set, a hood, a bang, or whatever, we know everybody. Some niggas is like, man, we'll knock that nigga off. Like, you always gonna have haters. You always gonna have negative energy. You always gonna have something negative going in your way, especially when you're successful. But I guess we just kind of was like, damn, it really happened like that. And I guess being from out there, niggas like, bro, nigga know that, you know, being out there, nigga know like, hey, bro, it can really happen to that nigga any day because he just that nigga.
And not even that, because that shit fucked LA up. That shit fucked everybody up. Like, no matter where you was from and all that. But if we gonna be real, we know some niggas that was happy. You feel me? Just on some hater shit on their gang shit. Just because of how they grew up and how they was raised. And them niggas don't even know Nip personally, but he from that area. And niggas from that area that killed my homies. So it's fuck all of them niggas over there and all that. So it's like, we know that that's the situation. And that's the reality of the shit. Yeah. But at the same time, that shit just fucked us up because it's like, damn, like y'all niggas really killed hope for the youth.
Yeah,
like y'all niggas like killed the future when y'all killed Nip. Like he was doing shit trying to reach these kids and like show them some different shit. And he was like successful at that. And so like I really feel bad that shit had to happen to him, but like I felt more bad for my kids, like damn, cause like y'all lost a nigga that, you feel me, was trying to show y'all some shit.
Facts. That's a fact. And the shit really fucked with me because, man, I got interviews where I'm telling niggas that he was the reason I started this shit.
Yeah, I seen that.
I've told niggas that shit in interviews, bro. Like, I think I told Josh that shit in the interview. I forgot who else I told that shit to in the interview before where I told niggas before this 2018, bro, I was telling niggas like, bro, you know, Nip really gave me the courage, man. Him just saying, you know, just hearing that nigga speak. I was like, bro, I can really try to do this shit and build a business and a brand and be an owner. You know what I'm saying? Something about that role. Our owner, the way that nigga said that shit so confidently, I was like, yeah. And the first podcast episode, I was saying Nip would have album of the year, and that the album wasn't even out yet. I just kept saying, man, Nip gonna have album of the year. Nip gonna have album of the year. Nip gonna have album of the year. And then he didn't drop it until February of 2018. But I said that in September of 2017. And Lord behold, I felt like he dropped album of the year 2018. He didn't get the Grammy in 2019. Huh?
I said for sure he had the best album that year.
And they gave it to Cardi B at the Grammys, and that was 2019. So he was killed shortly after that. But it was like, damn, seeing that, and I could go back and look at this shit where I'm telling my cousin like, you can do anything to this nigga Nip music, dog. You wanna get some money, you can do it. If you gotta suit up and go on a mission, and you know you doing something wrong, he really gonna talk you through that shit. Like, hey, you know this shit fucked up, you finna do, nigga.
I just think that shit was fucked up because I feel like he was just getting started. Like all the shit that he did do and he had cracking was cool, but I felt like that was just really like only the beginning. And that we ain't gonna get to see like all the shit that he had in store that he was working on. I feel like the community was robbed of that, and I feel like it's gonna be hard for that area or that section to bounce back from that.
Yeah. Man, the whole world was robbed, but most definitely his kids, his family, his everyday niggas that's still down, like the ones that really went through it and all that shit, man. They really got fucked off, man. They got robbed of that shit, man. And I hate this shit, bro. I hate that this type of shit goes on. You know, that's out of my hands. You know, it's just like when a nigga out here get took down and he was supplying or just showing the love to the streets in the hood and niggas come take him out. It's like, fuck. Why did y'all have to do that shit to him, nigga? Like, fuck. But this shit crazy, bro. But yeah, man.
I think that little baby is like the nip of Atlanta though right now. I ain't even gonna lie.
100%.
Like I feel like the moves that he making and like the shit he doing, he putting other niggas on, putting other niggas in position. He doing real nigga shit constantly. Like I feel like that's they Nipsey Hussle out there. And they need to, you know what I'm saying, make sure he's straight.
Facts. Gotta make sure he's straight. Gotta make sure he's straight. He been straight though, man, but Lil Baby most definitely one of them niggas, man. Lil Baby the MVP of 2020 for sure.
Yeah, hands down.
Now, can we imagine, like, because Nip was getting better and better, bro, as an artist too. He was already that nigga, but he was getting more and more polished as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And his lyrics, like that song he had with Game. The verse he got on Big Sean shit, you know what I'm saying? These lyrics hit harder that he passed because these verses was recorded like right before he passed away.
That I listen to, he even got old songs that I go back and listen to and like, he might say certain shit and I'll be like, damn, like that shit means something different now that he gone.
Facts.
Like that shit hit different.
So,
like he got this one song called "Stuck in the Ground" where he be like, "This go out to all the S and Y homies. It's death before dishonor. You should die, homie." Yeah. And it's like that bar hit different to me because it's like, nigga, you got killed by a rat nigga who they was saying was a rat.
Yeah.
And it's like that nigga telling y'all his music like these niggas shouldn't even be around, homie.
Facts.
Like, dude, you gotta get these niggas out of here.
That nigga.
So just hearing that, just that one bar right there fucks with me now. Like damn.
Man, that nigga, when I look at that whole situation too, like even not just that, just the whole situation of listening to that music, like now, could you picture Nipsey Hussle, what type of energy he would be bringing during the pandemic, dog?
Hell yeah. Not even just with the pandemic, that too, but with all of this shit that's going on in rap, like all the rappers is getting killed, and all these niggas is beefing and all that type of shit, like, I felt like if Nip was here, he'd be like directing his energy to try to like clean this shit up a little bit.
Facts.
But nah, homie, this how we doing it.
100%.
We ain't doing that bullshit. We gonna do it like this, so we can look like this for these people, so we can really get to this money. Like on some business shit. Like fuck all this extra bullshit.
Facts. I don't know, man. This shit be so crazy, dog. And you know, I put on that picture of me rolling, man. That shit hit different. Even when I watched Central Park 5.
Yeah.
Did you watch that movie?
Yeah, the Netflix shit about the 5 little boys.
Yeah.
Saying that they did shit to that lady and all that.
Yeah. At the end, when Picture Me Rolling came on, bro, that hoe hit me like Picture Me Rolling my shit. Picture Me Rolling my shit.
I listen to that shit every day.
You said what?
My son love that song. I listen to that shit damn near every day.
And it's so crazy, dog.
I listen to that shit for sure on my way home from work every night. Just like, I'm gonna make it home to my kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I done did everything I needed to do. I done grinded. I done did my shit for me, all that. Now I'm about to make it home to my kids. Like, I play that shit every night.
Yeah. The niggas say, it was crazy to me because I remember when that shit first dropped. He released it the first time on Marathon Monday when he was doing the Marathon Mondays. That was like 2016. And then he ended up putting them all together and putting on Slauson Boy 2. But every time he dropped one, I would screenshot it and put it on my Instagram page, bro. And nobody would like that shit. And I didn't even have his, I think I only had probably like 1,000 to 1,200 followers at that time. But like nobody would like it. And then I could go back to 2014 when I posted the Blue Laces. You know, just, that ain't when it came out, but I was just vibing to it one morning. I was like, man, I'm finna go to church in the morning, man. I'm on this Blue Laces right now. And nobody fucked with it. And then to see when he died, it was like, bro, niggas really woke up like, bro, this nigga was really one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think niggas knew how hard he was while he was here.
Nah, they didn't. It was like, bro, that nigga was really giving game. Like, that's why, like, these niggas be doing all this talking, bro. I don't be getting excited by that shit, bro. I be wanting to hear the real game, bro. Who got the real game, nigga? Who can tell us about some mailbox money, nigga? Who can tell us the real shit? Like when Nip say 50 told him, don't call none of your projects no albums because that'll fuck up how they try to negotiate. Yeah, they'll try to, hey man, we only gonna give you this much because you only sold this on your album. Like, nah, nigga, all I got is mixtapes, nigga. So, I don't know.
That nigga was so much of a thinker, though. Now that you bring that up, it got me thinking about, like, I kind of want to know when did he have that conversation with 50 Cent? Was it before Mailbox Money came out? Because if 50 Cent tell him that and then he go and say, look, nigga, I'm about to sell my shit for $100 and I'm going to sell this shit out. This many copies, I'm going to make 100 bands off of this shit. Mm-hmm. It's like, Nip was one of them niggas, like, if you gave him some game or he found out some information, he was going to apply that shit immediately, like, to see if it worked.
Facts.
He was one of them niggas. So now, like, that kind of make me wonder, when did he have that conversation with 50 and 50 told him that? Because if it was before Mailbox Money, then that shit just make that shit even more genius.
And you know, I ain't gonna lie though, but it had to be after Crenshaw. Because that Crenshaw was his biggest buzz before the album. So when he dropped Crenshaw, that shit went to crack. That was the biggest like imprint of the brand to me. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the difference even in like the concert in Houston to where prior to Crenshaw, his shit was still lit and popping, but that nigga took Houston streets by a lot of niggas fucked with Nipsey before Crenshaw. That's a fact. Niggas in Houston always fucked with Nipsey. But when that nigga dropped that Crenshaw, that nigga took the H-Town streets by storm. Like, everybody was on that bitch.
He had that Go Long on there with Zero and Slim Thug, too.
Yeah, that was a factor. That was most definitely a factor on there. But just the overall sound, where you start hearing niggas who didn't even listen to niggas that sounded like Nipsey. Some niggas felt like, nigga, he was too West Coast at first.
Yeah. That's because when he first came out, the nigga was making gangbang music, basically. Like, he was making that shit that niggas out here be on, but that shit not gonna catch everybody else's attention. It was kind of like, when he first came out, he was just making music for where he was from type shit. And I think he grew as an artist. Like, let me take some of this shit out of my music and put some of this other shit in my music and reach more people.
That's what you gotta do. You know, niggas always respected that nigga craft though.
Yeah, but if all his songs would have sounded like Hustle in the House, like niggas wouldn't have fucked with him. You feel me? Niggas would have been like, "Oh, you just a gangbanger from LA."
Facts. What I'm finna say, they actually, it's crazy. My boy Josh, I ain't talked to him in a long time. He actually got credit and he produced Keys to the City too.
Damn.
I got an interview with him on the channel. He out in LA now. He actually moved to LA. He was in the studio with Nipsey and all them niggas back in the Gap. He was out there with Nipsey. He'd have been in the studios with.
To the City, that nigga gave us that.
Yeah, that Key to the City's 2 or something like that.
Keys to the City. Yeah, it the second one was on
Victory Lap.
City 2 on. I think it might have been on Victory Lap.
Yeah, the album. Yeah, my boy, he had produced it. He didn't even know that hoe was gonna be on the album. He didn't know where it was going. He just already had produced it. Him and his boy. Cause he was fucking with T-Fly.
He produced the LA Anthem then.
Yeah, he was fucking with T-Fly. So now he's super locked in LA now. From what I know, I haven't talked to that nigga in a long time, but I just spent plenty of nights in the studio with that nigga too. I'm in that hole trying to get my media shit popping. He in there recording, engineering, and producing and shit. But he done been all the way to Atlanta. That nigga done made Lucci projects. He done worked with Young Thug, all these niggas now. So he going up. So he ended up dipping out of Houston and moving to LA. But he was already staying out there. And it's so crazy how this world worked. Because the day I started my podcast, right? When we started Urban Politicians Podcast, I went to Sam Ash, nigga, and I was jamming Nipsey. Because, he had the line about Sam Ash.
With Black Sam and shit?
Yeah. So I went to Sam Ash, nigga, right here in the neighborhood, off 45. Went to Sam Ash. At this time, that one song was out, Cartier Frames, with him and Bino. So I'm playing that, and I go in there, and I get to talking to old boy, and I tell him, like, yeah, man, I'm finna do this podcast. He's like, man, what you doing? And I said, man, rap music. I said, man, I be on all type of shit. At that time, I was jamming nothing but Nipsey. I was jamming Nipsey, and I was jamming Money Man every day. And I was jamming Mozzie. Nipsey, Money Man, and Mozzie. Them was the main three niggas I was jamming. So I told him that. I was like, man, y'all be on that Nipsey. Da-da-da-da-da. He's like, man, no shit. He's like, yeah, man, that Cartier Frames, that's my shit. So the nigga that sold me that equipment, that's my first time meeting him. He ended up working at the studio. But I wasn't going to the studio then. I go to the studio, I see the nigga in there, he man, you did it. I say, yeah, man, da-da-da-da. Then I end up going in the studio, start working and working and working. End up got my shit up enough to where niggas respected it or what I got going. And now, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I really can go to any studio I want to if a nigga there don't got an issue with me. Like, enough niggas in Houston really know, like, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on or the potential. It's some niggas that'll act like they don't know, but oh well. We already up. But nah, man, I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna do this little video.
I've been watching you for like at least 2 years.
You say what?
I know you working, man.
Oh, so you been following for 2 years?
I've been watching you for like 2 years. I've probably been following you like, I would say within this year, but I used to always like see your videos come, like when you first started.
Yeah.
I used to be like, who is this nigga? He think he Big Ant? My name Anthony. Like, who's this nigga?
Oh yeah.
And that's how I started watching your videos, bro. On God.
No shit. That's hard.
I'm like, this nigga calling himself Big Ant, talking about. Hey, let me see what he talking about.
Yeah.
Shit, I've been rocking.
This shit hard to do in Houston though, bro. Like, niggas will be shocked. It's way harder in Houston to pop doing this shit than most cities because we so big. Like you go to Detroit, right? You been there before. That whole smaller, so everybody tapped into the rap game there. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a media platform out there with any type of shit going on, everybody gonna know you. Everybody gonna be tapped in. Everybody gonna be watching because they city is listening to they rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to Detroit, they listening to Peasy. The niggas out there listening to Babyface Ray. They listening to all the niggas out there, Icewear, Vezzo. So it's like, if you doing media out there and then it's so small out there, as far as like the rap circle and the culture, they all tapped into any type of media outlet. If I was in Detroit, and I was working as hard as I work, I would have interviewed every big rapper already. Facts. But in Houston, it don't work like that. We so big, we so spread out. Everybody ain't tapped in. Our city is not tapped into our rap circle. Niggas got fans out here, don't get me wrong, but it's like outside niggas be more tapped in, and then once the niggas get big, they ain't out here no more. Like Travis Scott, he not out here fucking around like that. Megan Thee Stallion most definitely ain't out here. And them are the two biggest, so they not really tapped in. The other niggas that's kind of making shit move, they were at one point, but they not just really tapped in because it's like the whole city, in their mind, it don't make sense to even do an interview with like a nigga like me because it's like the whole city not even tapped into you. You see what I'm saying? It's like
I think it's that, but I think it's that. I think some people might feel like they might be boxing themselves in to just like one place.
Facts.
I don't think it's necessary. Part of what you like, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Part of it, but I think another part of it is that, like, where people feel like, or like just how you said, like, nigga, you'll be on the plane the next day to go sit down with Vlad just for the exposure.
Facts.
So niggas might feel like, niggas in my city might know me. Like when you doing something and you from your city, bro, you feel like you the man in your city. You feel like you made it already.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing my thing already. I'm in my city. Niggas should know about me out here. So now niggas might feel like, let me reach out and reach like another demographic. Cause I feel like LA had that problem for a long time too. Like we had a lot of rappers out here. Like when Dom Kennedy first came out, Nip first came out, all that. Niggas wasn't fucking with them out here. The city was fucking with them, but I'm talking about like, as far as like, them niggas couldn't go to the radio stations and like just go up there for an interview. They couldn't reach out to like no media platforms and all that like that easily. Mm-hmm. Like they had to get a stamp or get ushered in from somebody else that had a plug with some shit. You feel me? Like they wasn't even playing them niggas' music on the radio out here.
I remember they said this shit.
Like if you was tapping them, you just had to know, like, this is what's going on in the city right now. Like, the radios, the DJs, all that, they wasn't giving them niggas no love. They playing everybody's shit that's from everywhere else or whatever the radio say they gotta play. Right. Like, they wasn't really giving all them niggas love like that. Like, Nip, Dom, and YG and all them, they shit wasn't, like, I don't feel like the city really, like, put them on and, like, put them out there, like, how they should have.
Nah, not in the beginning for sure. But it's
I
crazy.
feel like Dom Kennedy should be way bigger than what he is.
Nigga, Dom Kennedy was selling, when that Yellow album dropped, that nigga was selling shows out in Houston. Selling them bitches out. That shit was like a, nigga, I'm talking about nigga, I remember I went to the Yellow album tour, bro. That hoe was a whole vibe. Like that bitch was packed front to back. Niggas pulled out the whips, everything. Like, cause it's like I say, it's a whole cultural and it's different vibes in Houston. So you have this underground hip hop wave where like, hey, we be on this type of shit. These are the same bitches and niggas that jam Currency and Jet Life shit. These the same motherfuckers that jam a Schoolboy Q. These the same motherfuckers that jam Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? So if we have this show, we're gonna go there. We gonna fuck around at that show with these niggas. Who else? The Smokers Club, Big Crit, all them niggas. Like, okay, them niggas that's like on that underground hip hop internet wave. These are the same type of people. Okay, we going to see this show tonight. And Currency always had 420 on lock. He always did a show in Houston on 420. So he'd do a show in New Orleans on 419. And so that night will turn into 420. Then he'll come out here at 420 night. So that shit was always sold out. So that whole vibe was like, okay, niggas that was on that, they pull, it's bad bitches there. Like, you know what I'm saying? All type of shit. Little hipster hoes who wear tennis shoes and shit. So a nigga like,
it was a vibe, like you said.
So, and I know what niggas say, like niggas had to go out of town, and it's like I had to do the same shit, and I still got to do more. And I got to go to LA and I got to go to Miami. I already been to Atlanta, but I'm gonna go to LA and Miami next. I just gotta wait. I'm just waiting to see how all this lockdown shit gonna go. When I go to LA, I want to try to get some bigger niggas though. I'm gonna try to go to I want to try to get y'all situation. Y'all cool with Joey Fats and them? Well, not cool, but y'all cordial.
Yeah, Joey Fat got. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas out here with him.
Yeah, nah, cause I want to try to rock with him. I see he got like a whole lot of shit going on. I think he'll be a good look for a nigga. I'm gonna try to get with some niggas like on that level. I don't gotta get like the biggest niggas, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to get some cool little niggas while I'm out there. I just feel like I gotta expand this shit, man. Like it's growing, and I love making these videos and doing the lives is my best shit for sure. Like doing the lives is the best shit. That's the most easiest shit and funnest shit, cause I don't gotta do no editing or nothing like that. But like a nigga just feel like, damn man, I be putting so many hours in on this shit. And I know the reason why is because a nigga not getting in that drama shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't on this whole being disrespectful. So it's like my shit growing 10 times slower than I felt like if I was doing that shit, nigga, I'd be like probably 80,000 subscribers right now.
You would, but right now you got it where niggas respect your platform because they know you're responsible with your shit.
Facts.
How you saying you don't want to do all of that, bro? Like, just how the niggas that fuck with you, they coming and they fucking with you for that reason.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if they wanted to be on that or hear all that drama and all that, it's like, it's a place to go for that. You feel me? And niggas know them places who gonna do that.
Facts.
So I feel like everybody that is fucking with you right now, they fucking with you genuinely because they know, like, they fuck with how you rock your platform.
Yeah. This shit
like
crazy.
Some niggas ain't getting on here looking up drama and all that. Like some niggas just want to get on here and hear a nigga perspective.
Facts. I need that Vlad T. I want Vlad to interview me though. I ain't gonna lie. I want to interview Vlad. I don't need that nigga to interview me. Shout out to the Woodlands, my boy Kobe. I want to interview Vlad, dog. I actually want to interview Vlad. So what?
I said I think the only nigga that interviewed Vlad that I seen was No Jumper.
No Jumper, Charlemagne the God. I think Big Boy. He went on the Gangster Chronicles podcast.
Damn.
Who else? He's done a few. I think he might have went on Sway. He did Angela Yee lip service back in the day.
I think he only went on Sway because they both from Oakland.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Before I get up out of here, and this is my Nora interview, Vlad. Okay. For shit show, Kobe, Studio 56. That nigga Pookie in here. Okay. This nigga Rosenberg, bro, and Rosenberg. If you see this or anybody sees this to Rosenberg, I don't mean no harm, bro. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. Trust me. I'm not promoting no violence. I'm not pushing no violence. And this is just an opinion, bro. That nigga said the craziest shit ever the other night, bro. I mean the other day on his shit when it came out, the situation with Lil Baby and fucking with the porn star or whatever.
Yeah.
So they talking about this shit. And they clearly don't have all the information. They don't know how Lil Baby and this girl really rock. They don't know that they really in a real relationship and this ain't just some Instagram model. Like this really his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, well, she's got to understand this is probably not going to be the last porn star he sleeps with.
That's fucked up.
And I said, bro, why would you say that? Like, why would you fucking say that, bro? Like that. I'm just like, what would make a motherfucker say some shit like that? I just was like, damn, bro. And like I said, I don't have a personal problem with him. I just didn't agree with that comment. No issues with Rosenberg. Continue doing your thing. I just felt like that was weird as fuck. Like that was just some weird shit to say to me. Dog. Like,
Yeah, that's weird off the rip. That's nigga, you don't even say no shit like that.
yeah, it's like, dude, where do you say that at? Like, we're on a public platform?
Yeah, bro, that was weak.
And it's like, this is his kid's mother. Yeah, he fucked up, but it's like, oh yeah, girl, he gonna do that shit again. Like, what, nigga? That sound like a female talking. Like,
that's for sure. He sounded like he was little baby mama homegirl or something.
yeah, and it was like, damn, bro, like, and this is the thing that I do want to put out there, like, niggas got experience, niggas on radio stations, they this, they that. But that's what shows you that, like, okay, the older you get and the older I get, I realize who and more is not really from hip hop culture. As opposed to just being a fan of the music or a fan of the culture. Because if you from hip hop culture, you know that's an unwritten law. You don't say no shit like that.
I feel like it ain't even got nothing to do with hip hop. It got something to do with just being a man. Period.
That too.
You don't speak for the man situation with his wife.
Yeah, that too. 100% right, AC. That shit was just so weird to me. And then now I see Vlad, Academic spoke on it today, I guess. And I didn't watch the whole video where Hot 97 was talking about Vlad and Casanova. And I guess he must have said something because Academics say, well, you know, I see Ebro and them saying this and saying that. And man, you know, it's crazy to me because when he had Kodak up there, he asked Kodak about a motherfucking open case.
Yeah, he did.
The sexual assault case that Kodak had. And it's like they say, huh?
That Kodak wasn't feeling that shit, none.
Nigga, that shit fucked the interview up.
Yeah.
And then it was like, bro, Ebro really looked at Kodak and basically said, nigga, you guilty. You did it. I think you did it. No evidence, no nothing. Like, just the girl saying this nigga raped her. And that nigga there was like, nigga, you did that shit. So I felt like that was kind of foul on Ebro part. And that's just because he's looking at Kodak as a mischievous nigga and a nigga that's fucked up. But, hey, bro, you still, you know, my personal piece. Well, nah, that's just life, real facts. You gotta always.
It's still a certain way, like, even if he looked at Kodak like that, it's like you still gotta have like some like type of level of professionalism and know like take your emotions out of this shit, nigga. You at work right now, bro. Like it's your job to interview rappers, my nigga. You're not gonna like all these niggas personally. You're not gonna agree with everything they do, all that, my nigga. Just do your job. Let them promote their shit without hating on them and let them get the fuck up out of there, bro. Like,
yeah.
Niggas be making shit harder than what it really have to be, bro.
All the fucking time, and I hate that shit. I hate when I interview a rapper or when I'm trying to work with a rapper and they make it like 10 times harder than it gotta be. Cause this shit can be as simple as, hey, where you at today? Round about what time you gonna be free? What's the location? Okay, bet, nigga, I'm gonna be there at this time. That's it. All this old extra shit, the nigga, I be like, bro, what the fuck, dog? Why y'all making this shit so hard on a nigga? But
Man, niggas always making shit hard.
and then some of these bloggers and media outlets, they make the rappers not want to do interviews by the way they act. They make the rappers say fuck promo.
Yeah, it's like I'm sitting here and trying to promo my shit. Like, I'm really sitting here working. Like, I'm working right now. Me coming up to this radio station, I gotta leave here, go to another radio station down the street or around the corner in the next city or whatever. It's like, bro, I'm here to do my job and get this shit done, my nigga, so I can eat. And then I gotta pull up and I gotta deal with you hating or just deal with some bullshit, or I say the wrong shit, or I give you the wrong vibe or anything like that, and then you talking shit about me when I just left here, and nigga, that's gonna affect my album sales, because I came up here to sell an album.
Facts. What's up, Tony Snow?
I didn't come up here to dance and no shit with you or none of that.
Yeah, nah, nigga not trying to beef with nobody.
Here for it.
2021, I want no issues, I want no problems, bro. 2021, I want that shit to be smooth as possible. We not trying to go back and forth with nobody. We ain't trying to have no issues with nobody. If we had some issues in 2020, I'm leaving all that shit in 2021. I'm just out y'all way. I'm out everybody way. Rappers, other media outlets who feel like we gotta compete, other media outlets who don't want to fuck with a nigga on some weak shit. But I do get a lot of love though. I get a lot of love from other media outlets in Houston. A lot of love. A lot of love. And the ones that show love, they know who they are. And we good. I'm good with all of them. They know I like all they shit, promote they shit, tell niggas to go work with them. Cause I really be needing niggas to work with everybody so they can get hot. Cause if you hot, your interview gonna go up on my shit. But yeah, we gonna tap in though, y'all. Say what?
You talking about like as far as collabing with other YouTubers and shit?
Yeah, other YouTubers, or just like if I interview an artist, right, and he don't know what to do or where to go, I tell them to go to these other media outlets. I say, hey, bro, don't just do no interview with me, nigga. You need to do interviews with a bunch of niggas, bro. Cause you still on the come up, man. Don't nobody know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't nobody know you, nigga. You got it, nigga. If I was a rapper, I would have got interviewed by everybody by now in Houston. I would have made it a point, nigga. I would have had 10 Houston interviews already, and I would have went to Dallas and got all them niggas in Dallas and Fort Worth and shit to interview me. But hell yeah, man, I'm gonna get on this video from 03 and then I'm gonna tap in. We'll be back on here tomorrow. Y'all know how we do, man. Shout out to my boy Playmaker AC, LA.
Taking my car tonight, bro.
For shit show. Nah, nigga, you always welcome on this hoe. That's for sure. That's for shit show.
I'll tap in with you tomorrow.
Bet. Yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel right here, Urban Politicians TV. Make sure y'all subscribe if you ain't subscribed. We gonna tap in tomorrow. Some more shit. It's gonna be a lot of more trending news probably. End of the year, shit going crazy. I dropped a video on Ari right before this. Go check that out, Ari and Herbo. She's not snitching. She's a witness. She got subpoenaed. That does not mean she's snitching, man. We gotta quit jumping to that conclusion. I think we all understand what I was saying with Vlad right now, how he is not needed. The feds don't need Vlad. The feds got surveillance. The feds got wiretaps. The feds have access to all your social media. The feds got access to who you talk to, who you sleep with, all type of shit. And most importantly, the feds have confidential informants. And also they have assistance from whatever city police is around. So subscribe to the channel, Urban Politicians TV, man, 1,000. Make sure y'all tap in and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Urban Politicians _Big Ant.